What is your name?
I'm Brandon. Brandon Scott.
Brandon Scott. I know that, but for the purposes of the people listening,
Right.
and your name, young lady?
And I am AC Jex.
And you two, I think, are in love.
Right. We've
Yeah.
been together for 4 years.
Okay? And you both graduated from Beacon Recovery.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And when you came to Beacon Recovery, were you involved with any type of addictive behavior with substances of any kind?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
What was your drug of choice, either one of you, both of you?
Methamphetamine.
Meth?
Yeah, meth.
Meth? Okay. Suffice to say that you were in the middle of a pretty horrific addiction with meth
Yeah.
when you came to Beacon Recovery.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
controlling our lives and everything that we did. Yeah.
Okay. And Brandon, how long were you addicted to meth?
My addiction started at the end of, or somewhere in 2020.
Okay.
And
AC?
Mine started in 2011.
Oh,
Until I was 20.
you go way back.
yeah,
How old were
20.
you when you started?
21. And then I stopped using when I was 33 or 32. 33?
Okay.
33, yeah.
And so how long have you each been clean then?
It's so on August 28th.
About
Honestly, yeah, I would have to take a
Ballpark
look.
me.
But it's been
2
it's-
years, 8 months.
yeah, so close to 3.
2 years, 8 months. How
Close
many
to 3
days and how
years.
many minutes? Just kidding. So
Yeah.
2 years, 8 months for you, AC.
Yeah.
And you? Same?
I
few
think that
more
I'm a
days.
couple months ahead.
No, a couple days ahead.
Or yeah, a few days ahead.
I always,
so about the
it's
same
just-
time.
I mean, so 2 years, 8 months.
Uh-huh.
Bam!
Yeah,
That's a celebration.
Uh-huh.
of course.
It has to be a celebration,
Yeah.
right? Because for me, that is a celebration of life.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the funerals and it's called a celebration of life. I don't want to, this is a celebration of life.
Yes.
Do you think that Beacon Recovery had anything to do with you being clean?
Yeah.
Beacon had
100%.
100% to do with us being clean. Well, not 100% because a lot of
'Cause
that
you guys did the work.
was our
Yeah, we did
personal
the
choice,
work.
you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like Beacon did a lot more than help me get clean. Beacon changed the whole directory of my life. It changed my mindset. It changed my values. It changed what I like. Just everything that I thought that I wanted when I was using. None of that even matters to me now. And like, yeah, my life has completely changed.
Okay, so we've got those introductions, right? You guys, it's good to see you both,
Yeah.
right? Because so how long were you in treatment at Beacon?
It was a little over 2 years I spent at Beacon doing the thing, and I think there was like a good 4-5 months that I spent in jail because I came to Beacon, I relapsed, went to jail, I got out of jail, and I came straight back to Beacon, and then I was here for about 2 years, and then graduated.
2 years total, right? But the last, after you got out of jail, was about a year and a half-ish, right?
Yeah.
And what about you?
So like I was here for a month and then I went MIA and then I got arrested and then I came back on September 11th of 2023 and I graduated February 7th of 2025.
Okay,
So
so how long total?
it's been about
That you
over
were
a
actually
year.
in treatment over, it was a
Yeah,
little
it was
over a
about
year.
almost 2 years about.
Okay, how would you have felt, either one of you, if after you relapsed, right, and then you came back to Beacon and said, I want to come back. How would it have made you feel if we would have said, no, you failed once, you can't go through again? Do you think you'd be where you are right now in your recovery if we would have said, no, you failed this program once, you cannot do it again?
No,
No.
there's no way.
No way.
There's no way. Because before I came to Beacon, I didn't really have any desire to get clean.
Yeah.
I didn't have any desire for a better life. Like, it just wasn't in me. It wasn't until after I got to Beacon that those seeds were planted in me.
And I ask, because I recently found out that when you go to Judge Maynard's drug court, do you know who Judge Maynard is?
Yes.
And you go to his drug court, if you fail the drug court once, you can never go back to the drug court again. That doesn't, what?
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, does it?
No,
I mean,
that's rough.
if we would have followed that philosophy here at Beacon Recovery after you both relapsed and that you wanted to come back, and now we told you no, would you even be alive? Who knows?
No.
Yeah, as an addict, I know for a fact that I wouldn't have been able to do it unless there was somebody who was willing to not give up on me.
Yeah.
Unless there was somebody who was willing to give me chance after chance, because as an addict, that's what you need. You need chance after chance after chance, because it really is a struggle. Like, it really is hard to get a hang of. And so, but when you have somebody there who's willing to give you that support and willing to tell you, no, you can do this, and they're constantly on it, never giving up on you, then yeah, it really does make the difference for your progress. But yeah, if somebody would have just given up on me, then I'm pretty sure that, I wouldn't have made the same progress. There's no way.
We would be on the run, basically.
On the run,
Yeah.
living in your car.
And in the car, because Beacon doesn't just offer like a treatment center. You guys gave us a place to live because we didn't have a drug-free environment to even go to, and without Beacon offering us that,
Because you both lived in the house.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you lived in the women's house, you lived in the men's, right? You were like
Yeah.
neighbors.
We were neighbors.
Yeah.
And yeah, but, we did our treatment, we were a couple, but our treatment was separate. And at first it was a struggle, and even workers here were like, we don't know how this is going to work, because
We'd never done that before, by the way. Yeah, you were the first ones, right?
And we were a success.
And we were a
And
success.
we're still together, and we're killing it at life, you know? And here it's been a year out of
Yeah.
treatment. We're both still sober, and we're both so hungry for revival still.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah. It's good.
Feels
It
good,
really
don't
is.
it?
Uh-huh.
Which brings us to this nonsense with Bear River,
Yeah.
this thing, right? Where they're forcing people. By the way, had either one of you ever been to Bear River by any chance? No?
I went to Bear River when I had caught my first possession charge. Cache County had ordered that I do treatment. They wanted me to get a substance abuse assessment, right? So I went over to Bear River and I got one from them.
Wait. When was this?
This was probably in 2019 or 2020.
So in 2019, Cash, whoever, tells you that they want you to get a substance abuse evaluation.
Right.
Now, did they tell you to go to Bear River, or did you just
No,
choose
they gave me the choice
to go?
to
where?
go wherever, to
Oh.
get that assessment done.
Okay. Did they give you a list of places you could have got that done?
No.
No.
They just
No.
told you you can get it done wherever, and
Yeah.
you chose to go to Bear River.
Yeah, I chose to go to Bear River because,
Bear River Mental Health.
yeah, just because,
Right here in Brigham
it's
City.
the most basic thing,
Yeah.
right?
So you went to Bear River Mental Health for a substance evaluation. Now, when you got there, did they tell you that they were not licensed to treat and give you an evaluation for substances?
They didn't tell me anything like that. They gave me an evaluation.
Oh, wait, so they gave you an evaluation even though they weren't licensed to do so? Just so you know, Bear River currently is not licensed to do a substance addiction evaluation. They're licensed to give you an evaluation currently for a mental health
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So it was the Bear River Health Department.
No different.
It's the same thing?
Did you get it done in Brigham City?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Bear River Mental Health.
All right.
Well, Bear River Health Department, neither one of which were authorized or licensed, right, to give you a evaluation for any kind of a substance. Well,
Right.
they're changing that because come July 1st, apparently, they're going to be the authority. That's what this is all about,
Wow.
right? They're all of a sudden going to be the authority we go to for substances now, which is why they're going to force people like you that are come after you to go to this place and this place only for their substance abuse addiction as well as their mental health. That's why you're here, because I want to talk about the fact and hear what you think about people being forced to go to someplace other than Beacon. And they're not, no, we don't know the rules right now. They're just telling us that we have to comply, but they're not telling us what with, which
Yeah.
is mind-blowing to me. But everything we're able to gather so far, they're saying that Bear River will be the authority on substance abuse addiction in Cache, Rich, and Box Elder counties. And that all of the, if you were patients at Beacon Recovery, which you clearly are not, but if you were, then you would have to go get an evaluation from them for everything that you need to do for your substance addiction problems.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no other choice. You can't choose. You must go to them. They are the only ones. Which is why we're talking now, because I want to hear your thoughts on that.
I think it needs to be a choice, because how addicts work is if you're forced into only one choice, addicts, we're going to be like, well, I don't want to do it then.
You're going to rebel, yeah.
We're going to rebel. Like, we need to have some sort of our own freedom because it's our life. It's our sobriety. We should be able to choose where we get the treatment, what fits best for us. Some people may choose Bear River Health, but there's going to be a majority that needs the structure that only Beacon can give.
Yeah.
Well, only Beacon can give in
Yeah.
Box Elder County.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure there has to be, right, someone out there that does something close to what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you this. When you graduated from Beacon, did anybody from Beacon Recovery get in contact with you at any point and ask you how you're doing?
All the time,
the
yeah.
time.
Actually,
Like every month.
consistently, I've not been out of contact with Maddie.
With Maddie or Devon or
So
Jackie.
they're asking how you're doing.
Yes.
Jenny Lynn.
They're asking if you've gotten any issues with reference to any slip-ups, is what we call them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or if I need help with any type of further, therapy or anything like
But
that.
wait a minute.
or-
But you're not
those
in
types
treatment
of
at Beacon Recovery
resources.
anymore.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But we're still contacting you
Yeah.
with regularity.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But you're not in treatment anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It's
But
because-
somebody's contact. But it's okay if we contact you
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we, well,
Care.
love you,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
which is why we're contacting you to make sure you're still doing good. And I gotta wonder. I've never asked anybody that, but I've gotta wonder, right? Does that in some way make you feel loved? That we make you feel good to help you stay
Yeah.
strong?
Yeah.
Does it
And
make
they-
you?
Yeah, and like that thing that you're talking about right now is the very thing that got
Uh-huh.
me sober. That's
Yeah.
the very thing that did it. And it's like no amount of talking it through with another person, no amount of trying to get a grip around what's going on, because especially as an addict and your mind has been stirred up by drugs, you can't even think straight. It's simply the love and the support that you're getting from the people that are giving you treatment. And I got that from Beacon in a very, very close and intimate way
Yeah.
that really, really healed me. It's so, I mean, for me, I don't think that I can get that same kind of love from Bear River Mental Health.
No.
Those guys, I feel like those guys are just going to treat me like I'm a number. Those guys are just going to treat me like I'm a patient and I'm nothing more than that. But Beacon made me feel like I was family here. It made
You
me
are.
feel like I had friends
Yeah.
here.
I tell people-
And it made me hunger for growth. It made me hunger for more of that. And to this day, those seeds are still in me growing, and I'm still hungering for that.
Yeah.
I'm still hungering to give the same type of love that I got from Beacon. And I wouldn't have that hunger from a place like Bear River. There's just no
No.
way. There's no way.
It'd be laughable if it wasn't so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like with me, like when I got out of jail, like I was freaking, like I only made it to booking, but I was stranded in Logan, and you called me, like it was
I did?
a day. Yeah, you called me like maybe 2 days after I got arrested, and you were like, "Do you want to come back to Beacon?" And I'm like, "Yes, please."
I did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You called me, and I was like, because I didn't know what to do. I wanted to come back, but I was like scared to because I went MIA. I left the sober living house, and and Brandon was in jail, and I didn't know how long he was going to be in jail for. And I'm not from this county, so I literally had nowhere to go. I was
Where were you when I
stranded.
called you?
I was at his mom's house, but I was lost.
So was that a good, was that
I
a,
was using.
Wha-
I wasn't getting clean, and
was that a good call for you?
yeah, it was a good wake up call. But then like, it was on that following Monday. I showed up here. Actually, I parked in the parking lot and stayed
I
over
remember
the
that.
weekend of Peach Days, and
Because
I stayed.
because you did it because you were worried that where you, and now it's coming back to me,
Uh-huh.
you were worried where you were,
Yeah.
right? That you would have to deal with some sort of drug remember, is that right?
Uh-huh.
That's why you came, stepped in the parking lot in your car.
Uh-huh. And I stayed in the
I
parking
remember
lot
that.
for like 2 weeks.
That was a long
until
time
I
ago.
got put in the sober
Wasn't that,
living-
that was a few years ago, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Like
uh-huh.
3 years ago or
Yeah,
something? Yeah.
it was-
I remember that. You stepped in the parking lot because it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could hear all the people and Peach Days having
Having
fun.
fun. and I was
Yes, I remember
here,
that now.
And Maddie's like, you don't start treatment until Monday. And I'm like, yeah, but if I go and have fun now, I may not be here Monday morning.
That's right. You chose yourself.
So I chose to
So,
stay here.
us reaching out to you is good for your sobriety.
Uh-huh.
Because you know we're going to call you.
Yeah.
You know we're going to call,
Mm-hmm.
right? Well, I'm glad you're here.